Almost instantly, the SIG P320 transformed from a well-liked striker-fired handgun to one of the most favored due to the U.S. military's decision to award a supplier contract to SIG. But how does it compare to Gaston Glock's fattest milking cow, the Glock 19? Many people question which firearm is the more valuable investment. Thus, comparing the SIG P320 to the Glock 19 isn't exactly just for entertainment purposes. If you're on the fence as to which one to buy between the two, then this video is for you. Either firearm is reliable and will get the job done if you want an all-purpose handgun. Both guns are sufficiently sizable for service use, yet compact enough for everyday carry. Ultimately, it all depends on your preferences, or lack thereof, and your budget. The P320 isn't too different from a Toyota Corolla. It possesses attributes similar to those of Glock's, though it does have added advantages due to its modular design and other features. The Glock 19, on the other hand, is like a Honda Civic. It requires very little maintenance and is unsurprisingly reliable. SIG P320 versus Glock 19. Which is best for carry? The SIG P320 and Glock 19 rank among the most sought-after handguns today. They have gained their popularity for good reason. Both are exceptional firearms. Determining which is best for carry is challenging to answer. The Glock 19, a striker-fired pistol, is an outstanding option for concealed carry. A dependable and accurate 9mm pistol that is compact enough to conceal with ease. The SIG P320, also a striker-fired pistol, is a viable option for concealed carry. It's also dependable and accurate, but it can be tailored to meet specific preferences with various configurations such as different calibers and grip sizes thanks to its modularity. Either is an excellent choice for those seeking a versatile concealed carry gun. There is one thing about the SIG P320 which the Glock 19 doesn't have: clout. The SIG P320 has been adopted by the U.S. military as their newest standard-issue sidearm, which is significant. This comes after the U.S. government announced its decision to replace the M9, aka Beretta 92FS, as their standard sidearm. Why is this a big deal? Well, to generate high civilian demand for a firearm, the easiest way is to secure a military contract. Such a contract will establish the gun's pedigree. It's partly why the SIG P320 is more expensive than the Glock 19. If you don't mind paying a little extra for a P320, then you should know that some of the extra dollars you pay go to the brand name. Not necessarily because the P320 is better than the Glock 19, though I'm not saying you should buy the Glock 19 because it's priced less due to the P320's clout. What's the big deal with a SIG P320? Functionality is the first factor, as the P320's ergonomics receive high praise from reviewers fitting the hand as well as or better than most polymer striker guns available. Additionally, the trigger is highly acclaimed, considered one of the best on a striker pistol, although some require a break-in period to achieve a smooth pull, crisp break, and short reset. This is a significant improvement over the SIG P250, which the P320 essentially evolved from. Regarding the size, the SIG P320 carry or SIG P320 compact is almost identical to the Glock 19, with comparable barrel length, weight, and overall height. The carrying capacity is 15 and 17 rounds respectively, which is the same as a full-size version. Furthermore, numerous other versions of the SIG P320 have been introduced since its release, such as the SIG P320X Compact and X Carry, which are comparable in size to the Glock 19. The standout feature, however, is the modularity of the SIG P320. The trigger group can be interchanged between frames and upper assemblies, allowing for switching between slides and firing mechanisms in 9x19mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 357 SIG as long as the parts are available. Moreover, you can drop the fire control unit into a 45 ACP frame and upper, given the larger caliber requires a separate frame in addition to the upper groove. Additionally, interchanging between full-size, compact, carry, and subcompact frames is possible. All models come with accessory rails, although the subcompact frame rail is SIG's proprietary rail, while the rest are Picatinny rails. The sights, standard dots or SIG night sights, are P226 sights, providing the option to upgrade. So, how does it stack up against the Glock 19? To start, the correct SIG P320 model needs consideration, as there are nearly 10 options available. For an apples-to-apples comparison, all comparisons in this video will be between the P320 Compact, the P320 Carry, and the Glock 19. This is because the P320 compact and P320 carry are closest in size and purpose to the Glock 19. In contrast, the full-size P320 is comparable to the Glock 17 as far as dimensions and purpose, while the P320 subcompact is closer to the Glock 26. The only differences between the P320 compact and P320 carry are that the SIG P320 carry is 0.2 inches taller and has the capacity to hold 2 additional rounds of 9x19mm or 1 extra round of 40 Smith & Wesson. Currently, the compact model is not offered in 357 SIG. The Glock 19 is 7.36 inches long and has a 4-inch barrel, standing 4.99 inches tall and 1.18 inches wide. Its unloaded weight is 23.65 ounces with a capacity of 15 plus 1 rounds of 9mm. The trigger pull is approximately 5.5 pounds, utilizing the famous bifurcated trigger and Glock trigger safety system. On the other hand, the SIG P320 compact is 7.2 inches long, featuring a 3.9-inch barrel, standing 5.3 inches tall, and measuring 1.3 inches wide. It weighs 25.8 ounces when unloaded, and its trigger pull is rated at 6.5 pounds without a bifurcated or tabbed trigger. The firing pin block is deactivated using a trigger pull, and it has a similar safety system. However, a tabbed trigger can be ordered upon request. The SIG P320 carry is nearly identical, except for being 0.2 inches taller and accommodating 1 or 2 additional rounds, depending on the caliber. However, the Glock 19 is only available in 9mm, while the SIG P320 is available in 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 357 SIG, or 45 ACP. Furthermore, you can obtain SIG's Caliber Exchange Kit to switch between calibers. Additionally, a common issue with striker guns is the requirement of pulling the trigger to field strip, which is not the case with the SIG P320. It's worth noting that Glock does not disclose MSRP, but a Glock 19 can be found at a similar price point in numerous stores, although prices may differ. The SIG P320 compact, on the other hand, may sell for a little more, with varying prices, but anticipate an additional $50 for the SIG compared to the Glock. SIG P320 compact variants. Undoubtedly, the SIG P320 compact is an excellent alternative to the Glock 19 due to their comparable size. However, which SIG P320 compact should you choose? There are 3 primary versions, including the standard SIG P320 compact, the P320 M18, and the SIG P320X compact featuring SIG's X-frame. The P320 compact and X compact are also accessible as RXP models, which include a SIG Romeo Pro red dot optic. The P320 M18 is essentially a duplicate of the same pistol supplied to the U.S. Marine Corps, Air Force, and Coast Guard. It's a compact version of the SIG P320 M17 featuring a 4-inch barrel and a shorter slide. Although there are some other differences, it differs mostly from the standard P320 in terms of its FDE finish, ambidextrous manual thumb safeties, an optic mounting plate, SIG Light night sights, and a full-length grip capable of holding 17 plus 1 rounds. The P320X compact features SIG's X-frame and slide, which incorporate several improvements. Although X slides are the same size, they have slightly grayer finish, more aggressive slide serrations, SIG's X-ray night sights, and a factory-installed optic mounting plate. The X-frame has a longer beaver tail with a deeper radius, resulting in higher grip, a slightly smaller grip diameter, revised texturing, and a straight trigger. It's similar to selecting a truck. The standard model is akin to a work truck, the M18 is a raised-off road model, and the X Compact is loaded with features like leather bucket seats and an improved infotainment system. Admittedly, Glock has also made significant strides in offering more features. The Glock MOS models come with an optics mounting plate, and customers can choose between Glock 19 Gen 4 and Gen 5 pistols, as well as Glock's standard polymer sights. Additionally, the Glock 19X and 45 models feature a full-length grip. These 2 pistols cannot exactly be compared apples to apples. The P320X compact doesn't have a direct Glock competitor, but rather resembles a Gucci Glock with a custom frame and slide, while the M18 and standard P320 do have more direct comparisons. Deciding between the SIG P320 versus Glock 19 is a challenging task, as both firearms offer a lot. Both guns have easy striker triggers and are ideal for use as service guns or easy-to-conceal subcompact pistols. They both feature high-capacity and accessory rails for lasers or lights. part of shooting is subjective, and while the Glock 19 is a popular choice with a reputation for being reliable and easy to use, the SIG P320 is highly regarded for its out-of-the-box accuracy and exceptional performance with any type of ammunition, regardless of brand or price. According to most P320 owners, at least. The P320 has a higher bore axis, leading to more muzzle rise as per some owners. However, many praise its ergonomic feel and trigger, ranking it second only to Walther among polymer guns. Glocks, with their angled grips, can be polarizing. Some people love them, while others hate them with every fiber of their being. As far as pricing, the price range for both guns is typically between $450 to $600, subject to various factors such as location, the retailer, and whether you can find limited promos online. Regardless, the base model for both is a good value, as they are dependable pistols that can provide years of range, time enjoyment, and trusted self-defense. So, what's the verdict? It's difficult to determine which gun, the Glock 19 or SIG P320, is the superior choice for home defense or as a concealed carry weapon. Each has its own advantages and disadvantages, and ultimately, the decision comes down to personal preference. The Glock 19 is favored by some for its smaller and more compact size, while others prefer the SIG P320 for its adaptability and superb modularity. Ultimately, gun owners must decide which weapon best fits their specific requirements. The SIG P320 and Glock 19 are about equal in terms of popularity, despite the SIG P320's clout. Both offer excellent performance, both are striker-fired, both are comfortable to shoot and reliable. The only difference is the P320 has a more modern approach to modularity. But if you don't plan to buy spare frames, slides, and barrels, then that modularity is practically useless. When it comes to determining which handgun is superior, it is entirely dependent on the shooter's personal preferences and, to some extent, budget. Both guns offer great accuracy and enjoyable features. You can rest assured that you are choosing between two excellent firearms. Whether it's for home defense, concealed carry, or target shooting, both guns have a lot to offer in terms of accuracy, reliability, and features. So really, the long and short of it is, you just can't go wrong with either.